Hello and welcome to the StorMagic how-to video series. Here at StorMagic we're producing some training videos for our customers and partners to show how to do certain things in the setup and configuration and general operations of our software products. Those software products being SvSAN, our virtual SAN solution, SvKMS, our key management server for encryption workflows, and ArcVault, our video management surveillance solution. My name is Steve Bettison. I'm a technical pre-sales engineer at StorMagic, and I'm going to be carrying on with SvSAN, and today's video is about how to encrypt SvSAN targets. Now, this is actually a follow-on from a previous video that I've done on how to set up key management servers in SvSAN. So before we can encrypt targets, we need to have pointed both our virtual storage appliances to key management servers, and we've already done that. So we'll quickly show you that before we start doing encryption of targets. So as we're saying here, we're going to show you how to encrypt SvSAN targets. This is a follow-on, as I say, from a video already done on how to set up key management servers, and then we'll review that. So let's jump out the slides. So we have SvSAN, we've got our vCenter here. This, you'll be familiar with some of my other videos. This is our demo Nest Lab here. 2-node cluster. We've got our virtual storage appliances here, a couple of servers here. And what we're going to do is have a look at we're going to go straight into the virtual storage appliances. So just to show you a recap, we can get to the management URL of our VSAs here. I already have them open up at the top here, and if on the system tab here, if I go to key management servers, you can see on this VSA I have one already set up, SvKMS 01. This was shown in the previous video, and we've got this authentication certificate that's doing this trust relationship between our virtual storage appliance and the key management server. I jump onto VSA 02. We've got, just to show you there as well, we have SvKMS 01. So we're pointing to, both VSAs are pointing to this key management server. It's SvKMS, and that's the first node, and it's a 3-node cluster. Again, there we've got the key management server certificate, this authentication certificate for that trust relationship. So all well and good. If I go back to one of the VSAs, VSA 1, and look at the targets here, I've got several targets that have already been created. They're enabled, they're synchronized, but we have this box here, encryption. You can see none of them have actually been encrypted, but we're now in a position, because we've got both our VSAs with pointing to our SvKMS, our key management server. So now we can encrypt those targets. So I'm going to just pick on this target here, DS2. So if I click into that, I get a bit of information on the target information. As I scroll down, I get this option under encryption to encrypt. So I can simply just come along here and click encrypt. You then get a message, confirm target encrypt. Yeah, okay. And what that's going to do now, if I come back up target here, we can come in, and what it's doing, the target's still online. We can continue, we're still highly available, fully synchronized on both sides. And now this is going to go ahead and encrypt that target behind the scenes. So that's going to take a little bit of time. So that's how you encrypt an existing target, if you like. If we wanted to create a new target, so let's create one here, and we'll call it DS3. We'll make it a small target, again, that's 7 gig. We're going to add the initiators, and you can see here the encryption checkbox is already ticked. I could untick that, but it's defaulted to encrypt. We're going to mirror that target, of course. Let's give it a witness. I'm going to use my vCenter, and I'm going to find the remote VSA02 there. That's absolutely fine, and we're just going to click create here. Now if I go back to the targets, you can see here it's slightly different from when we encrypted, you know, a target had already been created. So it's created that target, it's in a degraded state, it's got the encryption key flagged already, but it's going to resynchronize with its partner VSA and zero out there. So this is going to take a few minutes to do both of those, so we'll just take a quick pause and we'll come back shortly. Okay, as you can see now, the both those targets have encrypted. If I was to just drop into one of those, let's have a look at DS3, and if we scroll down, you can see here we get the option to rekey. So it's given it a couple of key IDs here, which we're going to have a quick look at in the key management server. But I can also decrypt this target as well if I want to, and I can rekey it, which is recycling the keys to give it 2 new key IDs. So I'm not going to do that because we just encrypted that target, and it's the same on that other target as well. The target that we already had here, and we encrypted it. So if I scroll down, we've got the key IDs here for this one as well. So if I jump into quickly and have a look at the key management server, SvKMS. So this is my 3-node cluster. I have to log back in. Just do that. And if we go to our keys here, you can see here, so the owner of these keys is sbdemo-nest-lab. And you can see there we've got DS3 and M0DS2, which were the 2 targets that we encrypted. And you can see there, those are the keys. They're in an active state. I can drop into one of those keys, get a bit more information. I can rotate those keys if I want to from here. So that's for another video, but that's just a recap. So we had both of our virtual storage appliances with key management server already connected, pointing to my SvKMS cluster, my 3-node cluster. We've then today encrypted an existing target, and we've created a new target and encrypted that from scratch. And then we've reviewed that within the VSAs. We've seen the encryption keys, and then we've come into SvKMS on that first node, and we can see those keys, those encryption keys for those 2 targets. I hope that's been useful. I hope to see you on future videos. Thanks for watching.